Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Georg Mack Plays the Classics. Okay, it's time for Space Harrier on Sega Master System. I feel like I should like this game, but I don't. If you've never played Space Harrier, it's like a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up like Gradius, but it's a behind-the-back third-person view. I wanted it to be really good, but I can't say that it is. You are Space Harrier who must save the land of dragons from extinction. There are 18 stages that you fly through. Enemies fly at set patterns and shoot at you and try to run you through. You also have to avoid obstacles that are indestructible. You control Space Harrier at all 8 directions with the D-pad. This means flying and strafing to the extreme. If you stand still, you'll die. Trust me. You shoot with both the 1 button and the 2 button. My initial strategy was to spam both buttons to try and shoot really fast. Unfortunately, you could only have a few bullets on screen at once. I started to realize by stage 7 or 8 that trying to tap both shooting buttons wasn't doing me any good. I decided to calm down and try to be more deliberate with my shots. I didn't do any better. I used the rewind and load state functions liberally. I don't think I would have ever been able to get through the game without it. There are 2 bonus stages where you jump on the back of the Falcor, the brave dragon Uria. You're indestructible on the back of Uria and are supposed to run into obstacles on the ground. Each object you destroy adds bonuses to your score. My biggest gripe with this game is how you can't see what's coming. When levels start bringing in a ton of ground obstacles, you won't be able to see them when enemies are on screen, and vice versa. There were plenty of times I was shooting enemies and then BAM! Dead because of an obstacle I had no chance of avoiding. The bosses are huge, take 16 hits to kill. They were slightly easier than the level in general. Once you get to stage 18, you go through a boss rush of sorts. This was fine until you reach the true final boss, Harrier. This guy was straight up cheese. It was 2 flying fire dragons that glowed like embers. They would shoot glowing embers as well, which you couldn't see coming because they were camouflaged by the fire dragons, so you couldn't avoid them. That's a huge mess of garbage. Made me unhappy. When it comes to grading Space Harrier on the Sega Master System, graphics get a 2.0. The graphics are good. It's just difficult to see where the upcoming obstacles really show up. Sound gets a 1.5. I like the music and sound just fine. Except the scream when you die. That's annoying. Gameplay gets a 1.5. Fly and shoot and die. Difficulty gets a 1.0. A lot of the difficulty is incredibly cheap. I can't give it credit here. Fun factor's a 1.0. I wanted this to be fun, but it wasn't. I'm hoping the sequels are better. Overall, Space Harrier gets a 1.4 and earns a D+. It's a neat idea, but it isn't executed well. That's going to do it for me for today. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe to Head Drop Productions on YouTube, because I want you here for each and every video we release, because it is your destiny.